Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Thank you all for tuning in. So, as diehard West Indies cricket fans continue to wonder and ponder how our cricket will improve, CWI, they have sent out some information, just letting the fans know that the emergency meeting that Dr. Shallow had asked for will be taking place very soon. As a matter of fact, it's a 2-day meeting. It starts tomorrow. Gonna be sharing this little information that they sent out, so you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Taking this straight from the CWI website. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of reading. It says, the headline says, Cricket West Indies convenes emergency strategic meeting to address cricket performance challenges and highlights, right? Let's get down into the article. So it says CWI convenes 2-day summit in Trinidad to run from the 10th to the 11th of August to tackle West Indies cricket's performance challenges and implement structural reforms at all levels of the game, right? They say high-profile attendees include legends Sir Clive Lloyd, Sir Viv Richards, Dr. Desmond Haynes, and Shivnarine Chandopal, alongside current senior players, head coach Darren Sammy, and key administrators. Yes, and just to let you know, these are the same. Remember, quite a few fans and also past players have been saying that there needs to be an overhaul of the board. Well, the key administrators that they're talking about, these are some of the administrators that fans have been calling for to leave. They're actually heading up the meeting. So it says, summit outcomes to be implemented immediately with progress updates promised as CWI rolls out strategic short and long-term reforms to close the elite level performance gap. So basically they are saying that, after this summit, they should be able to come up with certain strategic things that they can implement that will eventually lead to West Indies closing that gap. So we go up against top teams and, we we are way behind. So apparently they're going to come up with strategies and all of that to close the gap. So the article says, at the request of Cricket West Indies President Dr. Kishore Shallow, an emergency meeting of cricket strategy and officiating committee will convene from the 10th to the 11th of August 2025 at the Hyatt Regency, right, Trinidad, to address critical challenges facing West Indies cricket and also to implement immediate structural reforms. Right, structural reforms, not necessarily to replace anybody that's at the head. They said the 2-day summit will bring together the Cricket Strategy and Officiating Committee, which with such members as former West Indies players Dr. Desmond Haynes, Shivnarine Chandopal, and Ian Bradshaw, as well as special invitees Sir Clive Lloyd and Sir Vivian Richards. Also in attendance will be senior men's players and coaching staff, led by head coach Darren Sammy. They say Cricket West Indies Director of Cricket Miles Bascom welcomed the imminent important discussions and value of heeding the President's call to convene this meeting. So this is Miles Bascom, and I quote, "This summit represents a critical turning point for West Indies cricket. We hope to engage in frank, honest, and solutions-oriented discussions with coaches, former and current players, and administrators. What we hope will emerge is a unified vision and a clearly defined, comprehensive framework designed to correct systematic inadequacies and close the performance gap at the elite level. This is not about quick fixes, but identifying the structural reforms necessary across our development and high performance systems and strategic short and long term initiatives required to drive the necessary change. Right, so that was Miles Bascom there now, my people. So let's just continue with the article. It says the first day of talks will focus on high performance strategy and structural reform. They say wide-ranging panel discussions will examine current team performance challenges and identify immediate improvement strategies. The focus on day 2 will shift to player-centered high-performance solutions with direct input from current senior players and coaching staff about performance gaps and team ambitions. They say head coach Darren Sammy will lead a coaching staff feedback session to address the team's brand of cricket as well as any immediate difficulties, while players will be able to speak about their experiences. This meeting is CWI'S response to ongoing performance concerns to ensure swift action and critical, to ensure swift action and critical areas identified during the 2-day strategic review. They say implementation of the meeting's outcomes is expected to begin immediately, and progress updates will be provided as restructuring is deployed across the levels of West Indies cricket. Now, Cricket West Indies CEO Chris Daring also pitched in. This is what he had to say, and I quote, "This emergency strategic meeting is not simply a reaction, but a necessary intervention. The performance of our senior men's team has raised legitimate concerns among our fans, stakeholders, and partners," right? "And we could not afford to continue with business as usual." He went on to say, "We expect deep, transparent conversations with people closest to the action, such as our players, coaches, and selectors. And what we hope to emerge is a serious organization-wide commitment to change." Right? They say, "As administrators, we are determined to support these reforms with the necessary resources, infrastructure, and leadership. West Indies cricket deserves no less." So that is what he's saying. As administrators, they are serious in supporting that. My question is, what if some of these administrators are the problem? How will they do that? How will they go about that? Boy, we shall see. What I will say is, they say that they are doing this to try and come up with solutions. And at this point, anything they can do to come up with working theories, we will probably accept. I mean, I don't know. I think that the main thing that we're suffering from is, what's happening at the foundation. We need to have more youths playing. We need to have better coaches at the foundation level, at the grassroots level. And then the issue is, the cricket landscape has changed so much. So you find that even if you have a couple of youngsters coming up, and you would expect them to play in the local tournaments, like the West Indies Championship, to continue to develop. As much as it's not competitive and it's not a lot of games that they get to play, you would want to know that they continue to play there. But guess what? Don't really happen. As soon as they come up and people see them, boy, they're going to offer them contracts, and the players will take the contracts because they are going to look and see what their peers are making from other countries, right? So that is something that I don't know if they will be able to control, So it's going to be very interesting to see what are some of the solutions that they will put forward. So we shall see. But we're going to leave this one right here now, my people. I just wanted you all to know what these administrators and people are up to. Big up.